Welcome to the Capital Gains Tax Solutions podcast, where we believe most high net worth individuals and those who help them struggle with clarifying their capital gains tax deferral options. Not having a clear plan is the enemy, and using a proven tax deferral strategy, such as the Deferred Sales Trust, is the best way for you to grow your wealth. Hey, I'm your host, Brett Swartz. In each episode, I am joined by some of the best real estate minds, financial minds, and anyone that helps people create and preserve more wealth. And together, we're here to help make complex tax deferral strategies simple and passive income plans achievable. I'm excited about our next guest. You have to first, grow yourself to be able to kind of grow your profits. And he's on a mission to help people do just that, not only through real estate, but through leadership, through masterminds, through development. He's out of the great state of Texas, and he's going to share a little bit more about his story. And then it's going to be a teaser episode though for the full episode that's coming out here soon. Please welcome to the show with me, Steve Rozenberg. Hey, Steve, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Would you share with our listeners a little bit about your story and your current focus?
Yeah. So, my background is being an airline pilot. So I kind of come at this a little bit different than probably the average. Still, I'm an airline pilot. I'm actually in Sao Paulo, Brazil right now as we speak. When you talk about people with high net worth individuals, they come from all walks of life is what I've learned. And it's some people like me choose to keep a career as well as using real estate as an added asset class. But a lot of times people don't understand that it's not what you make, it's what you keep, and how you go through those processes of learning how to keep that wealth, not only for you, but for your children, and create generational wealth down the road. So I just help people understand that there's a different way to look at it, not just being a W-2 employee. And I don't necessarily think that you need to get rid of your W-2 employee if you want to be successful, as long as you enjoy what you're doing. So I help people understand that sometimes it's not an or, sometimes it's an and, as long as you're focused with your goals and your strategies to reach that.
Absolutely love that. And we're going to dive into all of that on the full episode. And for this particular episode, though, you do have a vast amount of real estate experience in helping people create and preserve more wealth, especially in multifamily and commercial real estate. So with that, curious, what's been the biggest frustration a client, a friend, a student has had when it comes to capital gains tax deferral strategies?
I would say the fact that they have no strategy is probably the biggest challenge that they have. They don't think about the exit. Most people want to get on the freeway of this fun world called the real estate, and they just want to get on the highway and they just want to get going. The biggest challenge that I have seen is they don't know where they're going as an end destination, and they don't know how to get off the off ramp, meaning they don't know how to exit a deal, which obviously, as you and I know, that means you may purchase it a certain way to exit it a certain way. And so when it comes to tax deferred, when you explain it to them, they love the idea, they love the concept, because this is what wealthy people do. What they don't realize is maybe they should have acquired the property differently. And so they're going to pay for it in paying for taxes or some other form because they didn't do their homework first to create the right strategy. So I'm a big believer in, before you get on the highway, just like if you're going to Disneyland, you got to figure out where you're going and then what freeways you're going to take. More importantly, what freeways you're going to exit. And so that to me seems the biggest challenge is they don't do their homework first. They think just being busy is going to make them successful. Thinking correctly and having the right plan is what will make you successful, not just being the hardest worker in the room.
Very well said. Yeah, I call it being an architect of your tax deferral exit plan, right? So having that design in place, having the guides to help you build it as well, and then obviously doing that pre-planning, right? Because a lot of these strategies you need to do you're structuring the deal in such a way where you're already going to be in a great tax situation when you exit, or you're buying it and then structuring the exit in a way where it's going to also have a great favorable outcome. By the way, you can go to capitalgainstaxsolutions.com if you're hearing this to get clarity on the Deferred Sales Trust, the 1031 exchange, Charitable Remainder Trust, Delaware Statutory Trust, and all of your options there, also as well opportunity zones. But we are going to pause there and have people find out where they can meet with you, Steve. I think you have a mastermind, right? That it's a free mastermind that you offer weekly. Tell us a little bit about that, and then remind listeners where they can find you if they want to connect with you right now.
Yeah, sure. So I do a free weekly mastermind. I'm a big believer in giving back. When I was first learning in this world, nobody really helped me, which is not a bad thing because I learned a lot of mistakes on my own and I learned how to fix my mistakes. But I think that if I can give back and help people, so I do a free weekly mastermind. It's every Monday at 3 p.m. I don't charge anything for it. I just want to help people really think differently, because I think a lot of people out there show people how to be tactical and how to do these things, but nobody actually tells them, how do you think at night when you lay your head on the pillow, to think correctly, to know that you're actually on that path. And so that's what I help people with. And so it's been very successful. I've enjoyed it. A lot of people seem to enjoy it. You can go to my website at steverozenberg.com. You can fill out the focus sheet. You'll get a link to it, as well as if you want to find me on social media, Instagram, Rozenberg Steve. It's ROZENBERG Steve, as well as Facebook and all the other social media handles. But if you Google me, you'll find me out there. And I'm a big believer in giving back. So I give back a lot of free information just to help out fellow people, because I don't think there's many of us in this industry. I think it's a lot smaller than people think. And I think that the more that people like us can give back to help people, the better, we all get up the top of the mountain together, I think.
Beautiful. Love that. Absolutely. And look for the full episode to drop here on Steve's story and diving into leadership, personal development, and as well as owning and developing management businesses for owning and managing commercial real estate. With that,